All right, guys, this is the second recording I'm doing today, and I just finished the first video, and I like to close with the video saying, and I believe I didn't get a chance to say that at the end of the video, but I did say that in the beginning. So I'm gonna say this at the beginning of this video. Please, with all my videos that you see, please subscribe to the channel. Leave very encouraging comments. If you're not motivated to leave encouraging comments, don't leave a comment. I appreciate that. You know, my mom always said, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. That's even best for you, because the words you speak are the spirit and life you are. Even if you're talking about what appears to be someone else, they do affect the life you are. So better that we say the best words. If someone needs to be helped, you know, like you correcting them or something just for the betterment of themselves and others, that's okay. I like to say constructive encouragement. No one prefer to be constructively criticized. If you say constructive criticism, that's coming from here. Constructive encouragement comes from here. And constructive encouragement, say that right now. I am constructive. If I say I'm giving you constructive encouragement, that feels better for you than constructive criticism, right? I don't even like saying the word. But I'm making you aware, I'm helping you be aware. So constructive encouragement. Just leave wonderful comments. If you don't feel like you're going to leave some constructive, encouraging comments, don't leave any. But if you like what you're hearing here and you can see how this can help you, please subscribe to the channel. Again, if you like what you're hearing here and you see how this can help you, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that when I come out with new videos, you'll be notified of my new videos and you can listen to them. And hit the like button. Of course, if you like this video, you'll hit the like button. And of course, again, if you like what you're hearing, you'll subscribe. If you don't, you won't subscribe. So if you don't subscribe, you're not going to leave a comment. If you're not going to leave a comment, you're not going to subscribe. But if you do like everything you're hearing, then subscribe to the channel. Leave a very encouraging comment. Hit the notification bell for all my videos that are coming out that you'll be notified of. And then hit the like button. So with that said, I'm going to go into what I'm doing is a series. I'm doing like one video where I'm focusing on Amology, touching on things to help you start, come out of the box of the way you've been conceiving. I like to use the word conceive. I don't like to use any word that support anyone going here, because I know the process of the brain is to be quiet. It's best. We are better when we have a quiet, still, peaceful brain than a noisy one. And some beings call that monkey brain, So the self that we are, we can hear better. And I've read this in book, The Still Small Voice. No, I am is not a still small voice. The only thing that should be still is this. And if there is a voice, which I know that it's best not to even have a small voice coming from here, but just still, let the brain relax. When you go to sleep at night and your brain is relaxed, your brain is healthier. When you meditate, your brain is relaxed, your brain is healthier. Your body is healthier. You sleep better. You look healthier. If your brain is noisy, you know you can't sleep. If somebody's doing something that's not advantageous to themselves and others or anywhere, it always comes from here. That's why I say problem solver. Problem solver. You solve this problem by going here. If you stay here, this is going to get quiet. And then all of a sudden the problems start dissipating because now you're dwelling as the answer. See, intelligence is trying to go where wisdom already is. Even I don't care how extremely intelligent someone can come up with intelligent creations, like they're coming out with AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, that stuff look great, but this is already where that's trying to go. That can't compete with this. No matter how high tech that can be, still can't compete with this. Because this created, listen, the first organ that develops in a woman's uterus when she is notified that she's pregnant is the heart. And the heart creates all the other organs, including the brain. So to let you know, the brain is not a place to shoot for, because the brain was created by a creator. The brain is not the creator as you. There's a creator that created the whole body with a skull that has a brain in it. And I'll give you a scripture. And again, I like to let everybody know I'm not a minister, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a deacon. Don't call me that. This is Amology, no apology, and no debate. Amology with no apology and no debate. This is a non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun conversation. I am not delivering a sermon, and I don't claim to be. But I'm just having a wonderful, relaxed conversation that you could have at the beach, at a bar, during a football game, baseball game, basketball game. I like to reach out and touch those listeners out there and enlighten you in a way where you relax. You don't have to feel shameful or guilt, none of that. So I worked on my presentation so that when I deliver, I like to make sure my listeners I feel really good and relaxed, you know, because I'm gonna tell you, I love life. I love women. I'm not some guy walking around like, oh, I'm not, you know, no. We all got here by way of a mom and a dad. Whether that mom and dad stuck around to raise us, whether we were adopted, whatever your life is, a mom and a dad got you here. That's the blueprint. Use the blueprint. I am self as a male, and I am self as a female, as a man and woman, and brought I am together to bring forth I am as a child. That's why John 8:58 said, before Abraham was, I am. Now that goes for any. Before the universe was that I put the world in, that I put Abraham on, I am. Do you see that? Nothing else. That's why I tell everybody, drop and divorce the ideas of MIND, which is misinformation, needing demolition, demolishing, dumping, or completely destroying. Drop the law of attraction. Drop the subconscious MID, because John 8:58 doesn't say before Abraham was, law of attraction was, subconscious was, MIND was. And I'm calling these things out because I know a lot of beings out there are looking to be helped. But if someone is pitching all these other things that are in between them and this real self they are, that's where the confusion is. Reverend Ike has a saying, and he said, get out a piece of paper and write at the top, wherein, and I'm going to speak this the way I would speak it, wherein I am I in conflict as I am self? Well, you created another thing that doesn't exist that you believe you have to appeal to. That's what a conflict is. You just created, someone gave you a belief through conversation or the traditional way they talk about something, and created another concept, another idea that something else is in charge of saying yes to you or no to you about what you love being. When all you have to do is say, I am. When you're already that. So I'm talking to you in a way where this is a non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun conversation that I'm having as I am to I am. I am helping I am realize that I am already I am. The name I am is just not a powerful name, but I am, if you look at the name I am, that means I am. Not I will be, going to be, or looking to be. I am. Not I will be, going to be, or looking to be. I am. So, that's power. That is power. I am is power. And that is you. That's the real you. Not who you've been believing you are, but what you are. You are the power that I am, that's been I am in your experience. So I have a saying, man, if I have your attention, I should be wonderfully blessing you and giving you the best information so that my conversation with you is worthy of the attention you are. See, you are the attention. You don't just have attention. You're not giving, you are attention. When you focus on something, you become focused as that something you're focusing on. So this conversation, I am doing my best to make sure it's so stimulating and benefiting and advantageous to you that you are this conversation, that you are this conversation. That I like for you to be able to say, I am this conversation. That this conversation is good enough and cool enough and joyful and happy and fun and non-traditional and non-religious enough for me to say, yeah, I like this. And that's what I'm doing with this channel. I got the Amology videos, and then I'm doing videos to introduce each chapter of my book. So yesterday I did the abundance chapter, and now I'm doing you, because all these chapters are you. That's why you got hands pointing at you. You are abundance. Yesterday we did that one. Today we're doing you are power, and the power you are is I am. And that's the foundation that no man can build. That's the foundation that we all stand as and on. See, what we are is infinitely and always greater than who we believe we are. Because the who you believe you are can always be changed. But the what you are is changeable, is unchangeable. The what you are is constant. The what you are is everlasting. The what you are is unbeatable. The what you are is undefeatable. But the what you are defeats the who you are every time. See, when you start failing as the who, don't feel bad, because that's when you begin to succeed as the what, which is I am. So if you start failing as the who, start celebrating, because that is right when you begin to succeed as I am. Every day is a new round. Just because you lost round 1, 2, 3, and 4 doesn't mean you lost the fight. I don't like to say the fight, because I don't prefer to get the conception that you're fighting. But let's say doesn't mean you lost the event. You're still in there. You go back to your corner, get your rest, meditation. The next day is a new round. That's right. So I'm going to read a scripture to you about the foundation that no man can build with hands. That is I am. That is all of us. And again, I read this without no inclinations that I'm a minister, a preacher, or deacon. This is not a sermon. I don't give sermons. I don't preach. But what I do love to do is have a non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun conversation, which is what this is. So when I read this, don't lock me in church, because I love life. I am the life I love. I love women. I'm not some guy who's holier than thou. No, I love women. This body was made to be with women. Boom. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm speaking as the truth. That's right. All of us have a mom and dad, whether we know our mom and dad, whether we were adopted or put up for adoption, or maybe our mom and dad left us with the uncle and aunt to raise us, or whatever. Everyone got here by one pattern, male and female. Man and woman coming together, bring forth a baby. That's the whole blueprint. You look at the animal nature, it's always a male and a female. And then usually it's male and females. Okay? So there's no need for us to try to fake ourselves out like that's not the process. That's the process. Nobody got here any other way. Even if they do a test tube baby, they took something from a man, put in the test tube. That's the natural process. They took something from the natural process, put it in the test tube, and then brought that forth. And then they say, oh, they created that. No, you didn't. The created can never create the creator. The created can never create the creator. Man can never create I am, but I am is constantly causing I am self as man and woman and child. See, some of us trying to run from this reality, but this is the true reality. Everybody, even those who probably don't want to pay attention to that process, that's how they got here. Because there's no need for us to try to now be quiet about the process. This is a wonderful process. We all got here that way. Why are we trying to look away from that now? You know, come on. So anyway, let me get back to this. And we shouldn't be afraid to say this. You know, nowadays, man, people are afraid to tell the truth, but everybody's openly and politically correct about telling the lie. You know, the voice of truth should not be squashed and silenced. Well, that's how we all got here. This wonderful being called I am, lovingly, is love, is what we are, how we got here. But now we don't want to talk about that. Now we want to be, and then nobody on this planet can create breath. Even the awareness that you have, listening to me, calculate that with your brain. You can't do it. All these beings that want to be believing in this and believing in that, well, let them put their heads together and create the existence of them on this planet. They're right now enjoying themselves, doing what they're doing, but the existence of being here, they can't even create that. This I am creator created them, and now they don't want to acknowledge that. And then they'll wonder why all of a sudden things are not working the way they're supposed to work for them. You turn your back on the creator as the created. Then you know you're going to cut off some of the great things that's supposed to happen for you. Nobody else is doing that to you but you. That's why I call my channel I Amology. I Am Publications. I'm representing and showing gratitude and appreciation to as and to I am. Because no one, one of the most bright beings that ever hit this planet was Albert Einstein. And he said, no amount of accumulated or acquired knowledge can equal the imagination. Now, he went as far as intelligence can take him and came to that conclusion. And you have to know this because everybody going to the brain. Why are you studying the brain? Study I am. I am created the body that the brain is in. I am created the body with the skull and put a brain in there. So the creator, I am, is the creator of the brain. The brain cannot create I am. I am created the brain. The brain cannot create I am. I am created the brain along with the entire body. The brain cannot create I am, but I am created the brain. Do you know the first organ in a woman's body that led her to notify that she has life in her is the heart. The heart creates all the other organs, including the brain. I am works through the heart. Problem solver. Intelligence, wisdom. Intelligence is trying to go where wisdom already is. The more intelligent someone is, the less compassionate they are. You know why? Because the farther they go here, the less they are here. And let me tell you something. You already know it's better to be in company with those who are compassionate than those who are not. Even with your own self. The more compassionate you are as unto the self you are, better you are. Okay, so I hit that. Hey, you're going to get this type of conversation here. I like for you to go, because you know what? I've watched other beings on YouTube, and I will refer you to these YouTube channels. This is a transcendental meditative self-awareness research manual. This is a transcendental meditative self-awareness research manual. I back up everything in this book. And I refer you to other people's YouTube channels to back up this. I refer you to scripture. Not religiously, non-traditionally, and non-religiously, to scripture to back up this. I refer you to other people's books, websites, YouTube channels. I'm unselfishly making you aware of them. I'm not in competition with them because they are all I am and I am them. So I'm not doing that. I don't care about that. They don't have to refer you to my channel. They don't have to even refer you to my book. I don't care. But I'm going to refer you to theirs just to back, so you know what you hold in your hands when you get this book is research. So everything here is validated. And I did all that to make sure you get the best help that you can get. For those who are coming to channels to look for answers, like I said, some beings are accomplished financially, but they're trying to have answers for other experiences. Then there are some who are accomplished in other areas, and they're looking to bring forth more financial success. So you have to say, I am success. I am finances. I am money. And then I refer you to a gentleman. See, when you say I am money, some beings get a resistance in here, the chest area, the abdominal area. So you're power now. So now you got to pull the power you are. You, the power, I am, right? There's a gentleman named Robert Shenfield. He has a book called Busting Loose from the Money Game. That's in this book. And he have a process called the creative process. So you say, I am money. Now you get a belief like this that's put here that say you're not. So what you do is you divest yourself out of that belief. And then now to really pop that belief out of existence, the belief usually have judgment with it. And notice I said with it, because this is something you're going to get rid of. You're not going to keep, so you're not going to say I am. So you divest yourself out of the judgment, so out of the belief first, and then the judgment about the belief, or the belief that the judgments have. Now you got one more thing to do. There are consequences that will happen because of the belief and the judgment. So you pull I am self out of the consequences, and then there's an affirmation that goes like this. I feel I am coming back to I am. Now I say I am, but he has other words there. I feel I am coming back to I am. Your true identity. Not the false identity that belief was. I feel I am self coming back to I am. I feel I am surging as I am. I feel I am expanding as I am. And I feel I am expressing I am self as I am three-dimensional holographic body life I am. See, first you took yourself out of the lie, out of the judgments based on the lie, and the consequence that would be consequences. And then you say, I'm coming back to I am pure now, pure divinity. And now you're saying you're surging, you're expanding, and now you're expressing. That's the power. That's the first chapter. So some of my chapters, I have checks at the end. So you're going to start extracting the power you are out of false belief. That's why I say in the beginning there's a divorce ceremony. You're going to subtract the power you are out of the belief that there's an M-I-N-D, that you have to appease the M-I-N-D. You track yourself out of that, the power you are, and you disempower that concept. You disempower the concept of a law of attraction. You disempower the concept of the subconscious, M-I-N-D. These things are fake and false. They have no power or existence of their own. The only power is I am. That's why it says in John 8:58, before Abraham was, I am. It doesn't say in the scripture. You know, this operating manual right here, I Amology. The study is I am. That's what I would say this book is, you know. Like, you know, you get a brand new car, there's a manual in the glove compartment how to operate the power that the vehicle is. The manual is not the power, but the manual has instructions how to operate the power the vehicle is. You get a microwave oven, they have a little plastic booklet in the, not plastic booklet in a little plastic. You open up, the microwave is the power, but the booklet is a manual how to operate that power. So this, you know, that they call Bible, and it was called Holy Scriptures at one time, and still is in some places of fellowship. But then there might have been another name, so I like to call it I Amology. Now, here's a lady her name is Catherine Ponder, and she'll say, you are divine substance. Divine substance is just a synonym for I am. You're divine substance. And she has a millionaire series called, like, this is the millionaire Genesis. Then there's a millionaire Joshua. Then there's a millionaire Moses. You know, and she goes through the whole Bible, and she does a millionaire series. Because you are a millionaire. That's one of the chapters coming up. But right now we're focusing on the power. Okay? And you are that power. So you say, I am power. You don't say you have power. You say, I am power. And then everything you focus on have the power you are. And if you stop focusing on that, you won't become, listen, when you focus on something, you focus as that. Right? So once you stop focusing on something, you no longer focus as that. And that can no longer have the power you are to appear real. Okay? I'm going to check and see how much time I have left. Hold on. Okay. We got some good time here. So I have to do this because I have a lot to say. And then I look at the end, the video is already shut off. And I forgot to close by saying, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Leave encouraging comments. So I'm going to say that again before we close the video out. But this is the chapter 2 is you are power. You are power. I am power. There's nothing I'm saying here is incorrect. I've done my research. I'm going to say, excuse me. I've done I am research. I use the word I am, and I talk about purposely. I break the grammatical rule. I play around with prepositions in the sentence structure of a sentence just to have you acquire and and and, and have the acquisition of first cause experience. So instead of saying my house, I'll say I am house. Instead of saying my family, I'll say I am family. Instead of saying my wife, I'll say I am wife. And or my sweetheart, my beautiful ladies. You know what? There's some guys who are cool who are cool with polygamy, and then there's some guys who are monogamous. So if I have, hey, that truth is there. So I'm, don't lie about this. Any guy that's polygamous, he should he should tell the truth up front, so you can, because every woman I see is I am. The awareness I'm increased as allowed me to look at women as I am. And aka many beings would say God. But I like to say I am because in scripture, I am says, my I am name is known as I am, and it says my, but I'm going to use I am. My name is known as I am. So I'm going to say it this the way I say it on this channel. I am name is known as I am from generation to generation. So I like to use the name I am. Also, when you say I am, that you feel inclusive, like I am house, I am family, I am children, I am sweetheart, I am wife. You see that? You don't feel separate. I am connects. I am gives you the awareness by the way I am is used in the sentence to introduce the inclusiveness that you are as the family, as the wife, as the, for the women, the husband, as the children, as the community. I am community. I am job. I am career. I am car. And you notice, every sentence we start, we start with I am. I'm going to the store. I am talking to you. Then you can say from your perspective, I am listening to you. Like I am on this channel. I am going to work out. I'm going to work. I'm going to buy a gift for my sweethearts. I'm going to play basketball. I'm going to work out. You see how I am always precede everything you're doing. So that backs up I am in John 8:58. Again, I'm using scripture, not religiously, because I'm not a minister. I'm not a deacon, not a pastor. I'm not preaching. I'm only sharing. And I can say I'm teaching, but I'm having more. What I'd really like to say nowadays is that I'm having a non-traditional, non-religious, joyful, happy, fun conversation. Take the heaviness off of it, the bulkiness of, like you just sit, you're on this channel and you're enjoying yourself. You're getting new information delivered in a very fresh, cool way. That's what I'm about. I like for you to come to this channel and bring your friends and say, hey man, come listen to how this guy talks. He does, come listen to how I am talks. I am delivered in a really cool, relaxed way. You can sit back, you can be at the bar and pull me up on your laptop or on your phone. And you don't have to feel guilty because you ordered a drink at the bar. Just make sure if you have too many of those drinks, you call Uber and Lyft and not try to drive. That's all. That's what you like to do? Fine. Respect your health. But I'm not saying you're doing something wrong. I mean, come on. I mean, some beings like to have a little relaxing drink, happy hour. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't beat yourself down. Bring yourself up. Don't beat I am self down. Bring I am self up. Don't beat I am self down. Bring I am self up as the life you are. You are wonderful. You are magnificent. You are amazing. And you are a blessing. That's why all my chapters are you are. You are I am. You're not who you believe you were. You are what you are. And you as the what has been empowering the conception as the who. The who doesn't even exist without the what. But you are always I am. You're always you. You can throw away the who and you are I am. You're what? You can never stop being the what. So this is how you're going to, this is what we're doing with chapter number 2, your power. So realize that you empower everything you believe. The beliefs don't have the power until you say I am. Any creation that comes into your life don't have power to be invited until you say I am. Anyone that pops up in your life don't have the right to enter until you say I am. When you are feeling certain vibrations and frequencies, you are those frequencies, you are those vibrations. They're not separate from you, they are you. And then those vibrations go out and attract and magnify and match in the three-dimensional holographic, what we call this earth, people, what appears to be people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences are really manifestations as you. They're just coming back. See, Isaiah 55:8 says this. Again, I'm quoting scripture conversationally, non-traditionally, non-religiously, joyful and happily and funnily. Okay? The words that be that goeth forth out of I am mouth, I'm not going to say my mouth, I am mouth, shall not return unto I am body void. You see that? So sometimes, so the feelings that go out from I am shall not return to I am body void. So have good feelings. Be good feelings. Be not have I am good feelings. I am good words. I am good images. I am good concepts. And start when you love having something, experiencing something, even having a better connection with your wife or your, if it's a lady, your husband or children. Start feeling those connections. Instead of visualizing in your head, drop your head and put the experience in as the heart and feel yourself as the experience. Start feeling yourself as the experience. You're activating a verse titled John 14:14. If you ask anything in I am's name, I am that. And they have it written in scripture, I'll do that. No, but I am that. So feel is activating John 14:14. That's how you're asking. You don't ask by saying, in the name of, no. But as the feeling as, then you're asking properly. Let me check my time again. I hope I ain't go too far. Yeah, we're coming to a close on this video. So thank you all for listening. Make sure you go to my channel. My website, www.youareverythinggood.com. Grab a copy of the book. youareverythinggood.com. www.youareverythinggood.com. Grab a copy of the book. The email address is youareverythinggood1323 @gmail.com.